What is up, team? Welcome to the video. Welcome to 102. We're here in Arizona, walking on the side of a somewhat busy road. I want to talk about handling fitness stuff on vacation or on a trip because it's a question I get a lot. It's a question especially for people who have like pretty adamant fitness goals at the time. It's a real stressor because you have momentum and then you have travel plans, vacation, like a holiday, a weekend away, even something that like some people don't necessarily want to do. Like if you have to go to your in-laws for like a Christmas celebration, it sucks losing that momentum, but I want to talk about how I am handling this impromptu trip. So I don't like going 3 days in a row without strength training. I flew here Friday morning. I fly out Sunday, a red-eye Sunday night. So I'm here 3 full days. I'm probably going to sneak a workout in today, Saturday. I'm probably going to go get a lift in. Now, here's the pushback that I most often hear is I'm there to visit insert person. It feels selfish. It feels wrong to like go work out. My retort is, you can't maximize 72 hours with another human being. Like, there's some kind of law here that I don't know the name of, but if you condense the time to 70.75 hours, you're just going to force yourself to get the same amount of meaning and interaction out of that amount of time. So, like, taking an hour to go get a workout in, I get that it's uncomfortable, and for a lot of people, it's the fear of being judged. You're in a big family, big setting. Oh, Big Jimmy thinks he's a weightlifter now. Been doing it for 3 months, and he needs to go lift. Like, have a cookie, enjoy yourself, man. You don't need to lift. Like, there's that pushback, which is hard in its own right. But it's like you gotta have it up here, and you gotta push through that, and you gotta like know what you want for yourself and do what you want for yourself. But yes, on the training front, some people like body weight work, get up early before everyone and get it in. I think the ROI for time spent is best on just getting one solid workout in at some point. So I'm going to hit a pull and leg day at some point today. 2, food, something people struggle with. Go with the flow, estimate, don't worry about hitting specific macros, kind of keep calories in mind, but like, so we're having ribs later on today. Normally a high fat meal isn't the best for a training day. Whatever. Like I'm going to estimate, if there is dessert being served, I'm only going to have one portion. I'm not going to eat like half of a pie. I'm going to try and keep calories in a reasonable spot. I'm going to try and hit some minimum amount of protein based on what's available, and just driving home that consistency over perfection mindset. 3 days out of 365, like just don't give it all away, right? Just don't binge on a bag of Doritos, kind of like that vacation nutrition video I made a while back. Like, don't binge on something that doesn't add to the experience. Those are kind of the 2 big ones, or at least the 2 big ones that are on my mind right now. Meal timing is something I would play with. I know I'm having a big meal later, so I'm fasting today. There wasn't like a sexy breakfast option. You know, if it comes down to have toast and jam just because it's here, or like a polite no thank you, go with that. If you're having a big brunch, if breakfast is an event, great, do it, do your best, enjoy what is there to be enjoyed, but like don't make it a 1,700 calorie morning just because it's there. And have a little fun. I want to talk about one other thing here. Completely off topic, but it's a vlog, so whatever. Yesterday I was walking through the neighborhood, call it that, enjoy, my grandpa's wife, who's been around like forever, most of my life, was like, Michael John, like, don't you think people are gonna think you're weird because you're talking into your camera? Who's that weird guy? And this is a question that is most often asked from people who want to get something going, people who want to start a business, people who want to start a personal brand, start putting content out. And I had the most amazing Snapchat rant probably like a year and a half ago on this and didn't save it, unfortunately. But first, I just kind of smile and nod because it's like, I don't really feel like having this conversation. I'm like, yeah, like I am a weird dude. You got that right. But the real answer, like for you guys, is think of it this way. So you're asked that question, don't you think people are judging you? Don't you think it's weird that you're doing this? What if I told you that I had the opportunity to be on national TV and have tens of thousands of people watching what I'm doing, and And not only was I able to help people with that information, not only was I able to satisfy the vanity and the ego of having eyes on me, not only was I able to make money and make a living doing the thing that I enjoy the most, I guess, yeah, only that. So all of those things, would you do that? Would you go on some TV show and talk about the thing you like the most that helps people and makes you money? Well, of course. That's what this is. The people who don't get it now are going to get it in 5 years because we're still early on the curve. Like, it's all coming down. When I was standing in the airport in where like the food is, whatever the name of the store is, I'm blanking out, Hudson News, but there's all the magazines. And I'm looking at these magazines and these brands, and they all just look like spam to me. Like, go on menshealth.com right now. Seriously, go on menshealth.com on a desktop. You can't even click anything because it's ads everywhere. Like, we are media. I don't want to drill someone else's message home because it feels plagiaristic, but it's not actually a word. When I asked on episode 100 what you like most about these, more people than I assumed said, you're genuine, you're honest. Like, it looks like you actually believe what you're saying, which is true, not because I'm a great guy, but because that's just in my DNA. Whereas other people, like, you feel like you're being lied to or maybe like slightly manipulated to buy something, to do something, whatever. That is so sexy and so refreshing and nearly impossible for big companies to do, that not only is this like the TV or like being on a TV show, I think it's better than being on a TV show. There's a reason Joe Rogan's podcast has 1 million like 5-star reviews and has like X billion downloads. Like, that dude literally just tells the truth about exactly what's on his mind about everything, regardless of what he thinks other people will think, regardless of anything. In big companies and big brands, you can't do that. You can't say that 97% of people who look like they're on steroids are on steroids. You can't say that a lot of supplement companies put sawdust in their protein powder. You can't say these things because the organizations that are doing those bad things have money going into the product or service in the back end. These kids know that this is where it's at. They know this is media. All right, that's it. I hope you took something from this video, whether it was fitness related or whether it was, even if you're not normal now, you're ahead of the curve, so do it. And yeah, I'm gonna head back. Hung out with my grandpa this morning. Maybe I'll talk about that conversation tomorrow. We had a great conversation sitting by the pool this morning. Appreciate you guys watching. See you tomorrow.